Right, so we learned a lot of reasons today why trees topple over, and I got to tell you, most of them do not require the high-speed winds that we saw yesterday. You've seen trees down before. What makes this tree different?
I think the biggest indicator with this tree is that the root system is fully intact. It looks like a healthy tree, but with the fact of the tornado that came through, it blew it over.
So would normally a tree like this still be standing, in your opinion, or is it always possible you could see a big tree like this and even with the right conditions it comes down?
I mean, typically with what we have here, we get high winds, we get winds out of the north that normally prevailing's coming out of the south. With a good, typical healthy tree, you're not going to see this, but there is situations where the ground could get saturated and trees could just come up, especially in a situation where you're surrounded by roads and parking lots and there's no other trees to help keep them up.
What is the real reason that we see over and over again when we see large trees coming on houses, on cars, when we have windstorms? Is it just the velocity of the wind, or are there other factors at play?
I would say the biggest factors that play into trees coming down are probably rot, tree wounding from mechanical wounds where the tree got damaged and that initiating the rotting process. There's also a couple funguses out there and also some diseases like laminated root rot, but a lot of those can be kind of seen beforehand.
So what should people do to try to make sure that that doesn't happen on their property?
I would say that the probably biggest thing is to look for damage, look for a dieback, so you can look at the top and see if the top's dead or dying. Probably the biggest indicator is trees naturally prune themselves from the inside out, but when you get that dieback on the tips of the branches that is open to the sun that should be green, that's a big indicator that there's an issue.
So that's Daniel Folk. He's the owner of Apex Tree Experts, and he told us that to keep your home and cars safe, if you have big trees around, that you should get a tree assessment every 3 to 5 years. His company actually does that for free, and we'll put some of those resources online, king5.com. For now, live in Port Orchard, I'm Allison Morrow, King 5 News.